So this is probably how I'm going to be doing videos so that I can post them on YouTube. I'll figure out the format later on. I'm just going to start now. I hope this video really reaches people who is wondering if they are meant to be a herbalist or not. And I'm going to be telling my story and how I got started. And let me know if this relates to you, if this resonates with you. So ever since I was a little girl, I was always drawn to nature, always drawn to nature. And I remember one of my first moments, I guess, not when I was a little girl, but as I became a teenager and I would have headaches or period cramps or something, my body just, not my body, but my mind just did not, and my heart just did not agree with taking medication. I just remember having this strong feeling that it must be something growing from the ground. And this was my exact thoughts. It must be something growing from the ground that I and people can take in place of the normal medication. So I just remember all of those deposits when I was a little girl, when I was a teenager. But of course, I went on a different path like a lot of us, just hanging out with friends and in relationships, and just didn't give herbalism too much thought. Not too much. I said not too much thought. I still thought about it, but I didn't give it too much thought. So it wasn't until I started coming into spiritual knowledge, and this was actually Christian knowledge. I was listening to Pastor Stephen Darby. The year had to be like around 2014, 15. Listening to his messages, I just, it was actually, let me go back. And when I was 18, it was this DVD that came out, and it was circulating. It was called The Truth, and they was just exposing the pharmaceutical company. They was exposing the media. They were exposing the food industry, music industry. They was just exposing everything. And that really opened my eyes, and I just totally agreed to everything they said. Hello, welcome, welcome. I just was agreeing to so much of what that DVD was saying. And if you ever heard of The Truth, if you know about that DVD, let me know if you watched it. But it resonated with me. I was like, oh my God, this is true. This system is so wicked. So that was like me being watered, because the seed was already planted in me. But this is when, everything started. This is when it started growing. A thirst of knowledge started growing. I know this doesn't correlate, but then I started getting into like how the holidays are really pagan. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this is crazy. Wow. Okay, this is my first time being on YouTube live for this long. Okay, so are you saying that you have saw that you saw the Truth, the documentary on DVD before? But that was like, it was this, the seed that was planted was being watered, and growth was happening inside of me, this thirst for knowledge. So I just started seeking other things too. Religion, how everything is so divided. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but this is, all of these little things led me to where I'm at now with herbalism. And I am 33 now. I'll be 34 in April. So since I was 18, this has been something I've been into, far as just walking into truth. So the herbalism part, like I said, since I was a little girl, since I was a little girl, I was deeply into herbalism. So when I started making herbal medicine, it felt like this was something it was meant for me to do. It's like I had a knowing. I automatically knew certain things. I knew what to put with what. I knew what to put with what. It just became something that was very, very natural for me to do. I cannot explain it. It was, the only thing I can say is that it was annoying. So if you're wondering if herbalism is for you, I would ask you, when you are making those blends, is there something in you that's leading you to put this blend with that blend? That's like the biggest thing. It's like this ancient knowing. All right. Um, Another thing to know. And here's the thing, a lot of us, we have it in us. We're just afraid. We're just afraid to do it. We're overthinking. We are afraid to put a blend with a blend. And I understand that, but when you, and I can't speak for everybody's journey, but for me, it was nothing that I was afraid of. It didn't make me afraid. I felt like this was something I did in the past, or it was something moving through me that led me. I felt so confident when I was making blends, but this is the thing. I didn't feel comfortable calling myself an herbalist. I didn't feel comfortable calling myself an herbalist, and into probably my 8th year of making herbal medicine. I did not feel comfortable calling myself an herbalist. So another way that you can know if you are meant to be an herbalist is, do you have a strong connection with plants? Do you have a strong connection with the nature, the insects, the birds, just everything in nature, the water, the wind, mountains, grass? For me, I'm mostly connected to trees and like just acres of flat green grass. I am heavily connected. Sometimes I have these urges to just go out and touch a tree. I have an urge to do it. And the times that I do honor that urge to go touch a tree, I get downloads. I feel an energy to come. It's like something comes into me when I honor that calling of going to touch that tree like I need to. When I go out in nature, I love being surrounded by woods. I love being surrounded by trees. So I won't even say, I take this back. I can't tell you how to identify if you are meant to be a herbalist or not, because we all have different signs. We all have different nudges. What I can say is that you will know, because it's this deep, burning passion, sensation that you feel, and you can't shake it no matter if you wanted to. It's a calling. And I answered the call, and in a result of me answering the call, it changed my life. But I take this back. I can't tell you, hey, here are some signs that you're a herbalist. That's not right, because God talks to us in different ways. So I guess this is more so about how I knew I was meant to be a herbalist. These were my signs. I just remember just having this feeling. I'm like, this is, nobody around me is into herbalism. I don't know, not a family member that has ever gardened, kept a collection of herbs, made herbal medicine. I don't know nobody around me who did that. So these are signs that I knew it was meant for me to be a herbalist. I'm trying to get more structured when I come on camera, but I'll perfect it as I go along the way. But I just wanted to do a video just to give you all some type of content. If you want to, you can always follow me on social media, sincerely nature _. That's my name on every single platform. And pretty soon I will be hosting a 4-week program where I'm going to be teaching people how to build their own home apothecary, whether it's for their business or their home. So make sure you're following me on social media. I'm going to be trying to go live more often, okay? Yeah, let me see. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. Bye. And hello to India.